That down there is the reality of what we have done. And no, I'm not calling myself God. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last time, we scaled all the way to the summit of Elden Volcano, but quickly discovered that there was yet another brick wall in front of us and Zelda in the form of a key that needed to be assembled from 5 pieces. We did that, we made preparations for the dungeon, and we are all good to go. This time, we're going inside. Ember breaking on Link's ear was like the coolest effect ever. I love it so much. And I take it it's absolutely no surprise to anyone that I'm quite a big fan of this temple. I think the Skyview Temple's alright. This one, on the other hand, I think is great. That Keese had a very violent death. I am very sorry. Just because you are on fire does not mean that you are impervious to lava. Let's slash you down to size, not get a jelly blob for our efforts, because why would that ever happen, even though we have the treasure medal? I'm very glad that we picked that up nonetheless, though, because that will be very helpful to us in the future, getting lots and lots of item drops. So I like to get that as soon as humanly possible without it being a huge inconvenience. Speaking of things that aren't a huge inconvenience, 20 rupees for you right there if you want to snag that. And if we go over this way... Got some keys in. Of course I get a Monster Claw now! Couldn't have that when I needed it for my shield. I kind of knew that that was going to happen. I was half expecting it. I just pray that I don't get a second Monster Claw. Well, I guess I'll be right back. Good thing we're right at the very entrance, guys. I hate my life. Dun 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 dun. And the very next one that I kill as soon as I get back also drops us a Monster Claw. Hoorah! But at least we have a better shield. I was kind of hoping I'd get to show this off, so no harm done. My partner's gone missing and those red guys are everywhere. I never should have come here. Oh, it's you again. Come all this way in search of your friend, eh? That reminds me, before I came in here, I saw a weird-looking blonde girl get dragged away. But don't even dream about going to the rescue. Those baddies are everywhere. If you want to live... If you want to live again one day, you should head for home, pal. Well, I'm really happy that he didn't get too close to my crotch like lots of those mole people tend to like to do. So, yes, the reinforced shield is quite a bit more sturdy than the standard iron shield, and I was really hoping that we'd get to show off, as it won't be terribly useful to us in the very near future. I was kind of hoping to get to show it while we still could. And if you're wondering how the heck I had a Monster Claw that you don't remember me getting, allowing me to have 2 in order to make that, I went around Elden Volcano and activated all the bird statues because I am an idiot that did not activate them the first time around. I was thinking to myself the whole way, I'm kind of in the middle of saying something. I'll go and I'll do that one off screen. But then I ended up doing it to all of them, and it took me for freaking ever. But I guess this way I got lots of materials off screen, so yeah. Don't be like me. Press A once, followed by a single B press, and activate bird statues as you see them. And before you yell at me for not doing the one by the entrance to the temple entrance one, or the ones inside temples, do not act as fast travel points. Anyway, we do downward swings and we cut those ropes, but the drawbridge hasn't opened yet. This is where the beetle comes to our rescue, and we are able to cut this third rope, which I certainly hope does the job. Indeed, it does the trick, and I am so sorry for the very painful experience that statue's nostrils go through whenever somebody solves this puzzle. New enemy right ahead, which you're taking care of for me. I guess I'll just kind of sit back and relax and read text rather than do my own explanation. Press Z to target the enemy, then down to call me. I will share any data I have on that enemy. You know, you got pretty humorous bios on the various baddies. Let's see what you got. Lizalfos. This unmistakable monster is equipped with an arm guard made of hard iron. Great physical prowess makes it difficult to predict its movements. You will need to anticipate the direction of its arm guard to successfully land an attack on the exposed angle. What she says is true. Should you hit the arm guard, it is able to parry you. However, if you attack just right, whoop, got you, and then finish him off. Any sort of spin attack or skyward strike will finish him quickly, and every time that you defeat one of these, you will get a lizard tail, a brand new material that looks like it could be a weapon all on its own without needing to be taken to the scrap shop, if I may be perfectly honest. Your heart can just burn in lava for all eternity, okay? I'm sorry, I don't have any need to add it to my own life force. I do have a need to add these pellets to my life force, however, because I love my slingshot, just saying. Yes, I value my slingshot ammo over my own life, I'm sorry. Now, I can see that there's a statue over there floating in the lava that's making quite a funny face indeed. Whether that's a nipple or an eye, I can't really tell, but we'll shoot the bomb on it anyway. Anytime. And now for one of the most death-defying stunts ever. We are rolling on a ball in the middle of a lava river. This is pretty darn cool, or hot as it may be. We can draw our sword during this. I see an amber relic. I see an amber relic. I need to get that. I need to get that because reasons that you already know about me. I always like it whenever you get the pop-up to come up whenever a link is blinking. It's probably the only thing I actually like about being interrupted by those things all the time. Over here, new enemy. This is a Magma Spew. Great frame to pause on as well. Just getting 2 for 2 on that. This odd creature is quite at home in the magma. It stores poison and processes gas produced by the magma in a flaming projectile that it then spits out. Cowardly by nature, it suits with his eyes just outside of the lava in order to detect any danger and flee if necessary. You can defeat these guys with a Skyward strike under normal circumstances from far away. It takes 2 hits to beat them. But we got a giant rolling Katamari ball of death, as I always like to call it, and you can just squish them instantly. Still nice, though, that you're not helpful. Nice that you're not helpful. No, nice that you're not helpless and you can still attack with your sword there. Blast! I must have dropped it earlier. I sense a bad pun. Hey, nice timing, pal. It's me, Lead. You showing up here must mean we're connected somehow. You know, like fate or something. Anyways, do me a favor and get my bomb bag, okay? I knew I smelled a bad pun, and I didn't even need your big pointy nose to do so. I was behind that rock looking for treasure when those creeps showed up. I panicked and hit the road, but it looks like I dropped it. It's a bag for carrying around bomb flowers. I can't imagine not having one. Oh, hey, I guess I don't have to imagine it, because I lost mine. Anyway, it's back there. Do me a favor and get my bomb bag back, will ya? Magmas, I don't know. I'm not really too big of a fan of their actual design, but their characters are really nice. It's nice that we got new species here. Also, you're gonna die. Just thought I would give you a 2-second advance so you would know what your fate was before it actually happened. Now, in this cage, this is pretty clever. Have that area that we crawled in through. We can just roll a bomb through there and bowl ourselves a strike. I'm sorry. I want to insert a bowling pin sound effect there, though, because it's what I always imagined happening whenever I did that. I personally like bowling quite a bit, and it's kind of funny just whenever you have something like that in kind of an action-y scene. 25 rupees. I'm very happy about that. Now, one of my favorite secrets at any point in any temple. You go down on this, you vault up here, and we have ourselves a pair of digging spots. 1 rupee, 6 rupees, 7 rupees. Wow. My standards are getting kind of high if I consider that a waste of time. Next, this one will always have a fairy for you. And you know what else? If you want to easily bottle a fairy, catch it with your bug net. That way you don't have to swing it. And it's so adorable how it's going like plink plink against the side of the bottle. I wish it played an actual sound effect for that. I'm just wanting to edit in my own sound effects a whole bunch here, man. Guess I'm feeling creative from an editing standpoint. Yeah, so it will automatically restore you back up to 6 hearts, or you can just use it anytime if necessary. We had an empty bottle that we weren't using for any purpose, and I didn't have a need for a health recovery. So that time, I actually chose to take a fairy with me. Took me long enough, I know. Let's go in here. Mid-boss time already! We got Lizalfos. We swing our swords sometimes, they will dodge out of the way, and then you have to just do your sword slash in the correct way to not take damage from them. You! Nope, not quite. He parried me, okay. I want to do a spin attack on you. Oh, there we go. Bash him. Vertical spin. Finish. Really easy. Lizalfos were one of the toughest enemies for me to fight before I'd really done a lot of experimenting, and I only recently found out that I can use That heart is floating in the air, and okay, I was worried that I couldn't pick it up because of that, and you're running away from me. I guess you saw what I did to your buddy, and it didn't make you too happy. Oh, got you. Got you, and got you again. Fairly easy, but we got materials for it, so I'm not gonna complain. Sometimes non-animation is the best animation. Gee, I wonder what we're going to get. We fought 2 Lizalfos in a lava dungeon in a room full of hexagon-shaped platforms in the middle of lava. And it's the bomb bag, yep. Kind of a nice subtle homage right there that I made not so subtle anymore. We can carry bombs with us. There's a good chance you can get to places you haven't explored yet. See if Led will lend it to you. If he doesn't, that'll be quite a killjoy from us getting a new spot filled in on our item menu. We don't have any bombs to start out with. They're not quite that generous. But we can take this back, and we can go and see Led. Hey, you found my bomb bag! Sorry to put you through that. I guess I owe you one now. So let me have it. What's this now? You want to borrow it so you can go deeper into the volcano. Oh, right. You're looking for your friend. You sure have put yourself out there getting this far. That reminds me. How's my pal? Gone. Seriously? Can't depend on anybody these days. Let me take that back. Looks like your friend can count on you, though, right? You've risked your life and limb to get here. I'm not letting you borrow my bag, though. Nope, I'm giving it to you. Just don't blow yourself up. I won't make any promises. Now we got the bomb bag for real, and I like how when we say gone, he assumes that his friend just ditched him rather than being actually dead. Now you got my bomb bag. Go find your friend. Before we go finding our friend, we're going to get interrupted. Knowing me, that bag's probably empty, so let me give you a little something to get you started. He is kind enough to give us 5 bombs, even though it looks like 2 bombs. Trust me, it's 5. If you run out of bombs, just find some more and fill the bag back up. When you got a bomb flower, press B to put it in the bag. Don't forget. That bag can hold up to 10 bombs, so if you run across bomb flowers, be sure to fill up the bag. This is something I quite like. I know that people are mixed on shield durability, but remember that this is a prequel to the entire Zelda series, and it makes sense that shields would not be as durable as they were at later points in the timeline. I also quite like that back in these days, people hadn't invented compact explosives yet, so what did they use back then? Well, exploding plants. I think from a story perspective, it makes a lot of sense, and it makes bomb flowers no longer a frustrating mechanic. I do quite like them, and I think it's nice that you can just take them with you and put them in your bomb bag. It's quite nice. Now, just kind of getting into this dungeon now that we've actually had a chance to kind of get past the basics, I love the look of this place. The blue tiles and how they contrast with the orange glow coming off of the lava. If I can, actually, I kind of want to pull out fire really quick. Not because I really need any sort of advice or anything like that, though, but just to kind of show this. Maybe actually have you pop out, please. I hope I know which one. Objective, maybe? Yes. Look at the lighting and how it reflects off of her body. The lighting in here is just so nice, and I kind of wish this is how it looked all the time. I know that it would not be as special if that were the case, but you can see it a little bit outside. You can see it really strongly in here, just the whole orange glow that you got and just how the characters' models change based on it. It's all very... I keep saying it's very cool, though, but you know what I mean. I like it a lot. It's just something I wanted to take a moment to appreciate. And speaking of appreciating things, we got something quite clever here. We just got bombs. How about we put this down, run for our lives, and we've at least been able to keep our promise for 45 seconds that we wouldn't blow ourselves up. Come back down. Come back down. Oh, dig, 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 dig. I can dig. I can dig in the meantime. I'm impatient. I have to be occupying my fingers with something. I like how the heart just kind of sank down when I said that. It's like it was reacting to what I was saying. Nothing. Nothing. What do you take me for? Maybe I'll take back my compliments to the digging mitts. Golden Skull! Guaranteed to get a rare material? That's just the one that I got. I kind of would have preferred something else because I get these quite a bit from the bokoblins. But at least it's something, right? I really am kind of getting snobby with the item drops that I'm getting from things. I guess RNG is a cruel mistress no matter who you are, even if you are lucky. Or maybe I just take things for granted. I don't really know. Now, something else that we have seen, like other than the graphics, of course, which I guess we have seen, never mind, is the fact that I said that items remain useful to you after you have first obtained them, which does address a very big complaint people generally have with Zelda games. You've already seen that we have used the slingshot, the beetle, and even the bug net to great effect as of this point. Like, everything has had a purpose and nothing has felt useless. All 4 of our main items we've used, including the, well, the digging mitts. I can use all the items to great effect, just not my sword. Got you. Oh, nope. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Gonna attack me? You're gonna breathe fire, which I can actually deflect with my shield. Or at least I could have if my timing were a little bit better. Come on, buddy. Boom. Vertical sling. Finish you off. Give me your tail. Unlike in real life where you don't need to kill the lizard to remove its tail, I swear that's like something that all kids just universally know. In this case, you do need to kill the lizard to remove its tail, so I do what is necessary for completion and upgrades. Next, in this room, got a green rupee, another green rupee. I'm a broken man. I'm verbally acknowledging these worthless rupees that I said I would never acknowledge like 2 videos ago. You can see how the deterioration of my character is taking place as I'm getting increasingly terrible luck with these digging spots that I used to love oh so much and wish to rediscover my love for. It's a character arc, really. You? Okay, you know what? Nope. I guess I did say no. He's like just staring at me like, oh, buddy, you okay? Well, he's definitely not okay now. At least I did to him what I did to myself. Can't blame him for that whatsoever. And I guess here I can do a Skyward strike on this guy. Pretty simple. No big deal. He dropped a heart. You might be thinking that we're screwed, but nah. I let Surface Dweller's technology do my butt burning for me. That's nice, though. If anything drops a material over lava, especially with how you're very likely to have keys just die over lava with how they get flung away when they die, it's helpful. Makes so you don't miss out on materials. I picked up monster claws in that way before, but certainly not here. And if you just do a regular sword attack, it will kill them in 1 hit if you happen to be close enough to be able to actually hit them. They're pretty easy enemies, actually. It's something they're more annoying than anything else. I don't like it when they're paired up with other enemies and you have to fight them in conjunction with other stuff when they're too far away for you to hit and they're constantly pelting you with shots while you're trying to fight something else. But other than that, they're fine. That guy like got lowered to like the depths down there like he was getting buried. Nope, nope, bad. When will I learn to not spam spin attacks? Got you. Holding up your shield and then aiming your sword from behind it can also be a great way to hit enemies really easily without having to worry about them parrying you or reading your movements. It's another nice thing you might want to consider. Speaking of nice things you might want to consider, having full health. That's a nice thing that you should consider. And now, kind of want to get these. Nope, nothing. Okay. Thought I could get that last heart. It's going to bother me now. We got another chest. The dungeon map! This place is actually not terribly large, it's just very intricate in how it's laid out. It's one of those dungeons. With the map in hand, we've entered the Earth Temple, got ourselves a better shield, defeated the mid-boss, and actually went 1 step forward, getting the very next chest, or chests, actually. I shan't forget the Golden Skull. As much as I complained about it in the moment, I am appreciative for it now. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. With the map in hand, we're going to explore the rest of the Earth Temple now that we're roughly halfway through. See you guys then.